I am very low on medication. Dark water trails into the distance. There is no way out other than just jumping in the water. How is that not a way out? Cooking utensils. She has prepared herself porridge with bananas. They knew I would need more health stuff. Good. The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands. She was used to camping out. The tent looks old but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled-up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes. Look at the books. Assorted softcovers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one corner. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines. Riga Monthly, Journal of Material Science, more technological digest. One of the machines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine, it's a leather notebook. A journal. We should read this immediately, like right now. A well-loved journal with a brown leather cover and the brand name Schneller embossed on the back. It seems to have served as a loyal friend to a lonely traveler. The cover is worn, like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket. Full grain leather. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously. The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled. Study the handwriting. The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins. It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated. It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this. How far back do the entries go? First entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable. It's about La Puta Madre. The name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. Oh, M as in somebody talking about an M. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut, to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? The call? Why did M call her personally? Why? Or did M call her personally? Why? Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best people, the boys, for example, but experience tells me. Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures first of all. Gotta make a living, right? And still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. What are the diagrams of? Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor. Sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape. Logistics. Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions. There could be useful information about local operations in these notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this. Personal. Short, wry observations of people and places, probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, would appear to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. The way some of those question marks trail off into ellipses. She was going through a tough time. What did she write the day Lely died? Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though. Well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this, loyal to a fault. Except... But that's another matter entirely. No idea what she means. These are personal notes. Damn you, logic. Roll better. What's the most recent entry? Look at the cover again. Oh. From today, it reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching as a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run? Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning. The lieutenant taps on the page. It looks like she might have been framed? That would be a first, or fourth, but who's counting, he thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed. If she didn't do it, maybe it's good we didn't catch her. We have other reasons to arrest her. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than with us, especially if she has problems with the Madre. Am I really a La Puta Madre agent? He looks you straight in the eye for a moment, then sighs. No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure. Who is La Puta Madre? The head of a major Jamrock gang specializing in drug production and trafficking. A very bad person. Then who do you think killed the merc? Classy was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself? Or... Seems plausible. Either way, need to keep an eye on her. One thing is for certain, we have business back at the Whirling and Rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it. Anything else in there? Little bit strange that that it's just a game over if you go in without him. Like there's no reason that I could, like, he wasn't instrumental in that conversation. I guess it's just that they wanted to make absolutely sure that you had him. Like there's no in-game reason that I should have died from that machine without him being there. Just for out-of-game reasons, they were like, you know, oh, he's gone now. I guess I can take this off. But going through that has obviously made, like, a big change to the game world. I'm guessing.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up.
So we could have, we could have let her go from the very beginning, but talking to her, we learned a whole bunch at the cost of, like, 6 of my healing items. Stop. Now. It is time. Sounds ominous. It is. What am I supposed to do? Be prepared. Make sure you have your pepper box in hand. Your fingers reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pocket. Not sure I feel ready for what lies ahead. You better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back. Oh no, this is really the end of the game. Like, all the NPCs are gone.
I'm all out of shit to give.
I took one step too many. I was just about to equip the gun. And save. I was just about to save. I'm all out of shits to give, Loincloth. There's a feverish gleam in his eyes. Welcome to the fucking reckoning. So that's him down here. Okay, there's the two of them. And there's the Hardy Boys and people.
Put your goddamn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through, alright?
I really never save scum. But I would have saved just so that I didn't have to go back through what... Oh, wait, there's a third person. How many of them didn't we think there were... Oh, I don't know. I don't know how many people. Another chance to equip the gun. Well, I mean, I was going to save, like, right there. Man, I accidentally clicked, like, 1 millimeter forward. I would have saved and then put on all my favorite clothes and equipped the gun.
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under his ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm. Okay, what's going on here?
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Gift is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Courty.
Her voice is way too soft. I can't hear her
You're
talk.
Drunk.
So
Come
is
to your
hers.
senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
This is also where it would have been cool if I had researched that thing about... Right? We had the one thought that was about, what's the weakness in this armor?
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fella? Peaceful?
Rude Hornclogwin?
Nest in your abdominal cavity, like a little wired mouse.
The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them. What does that even mean? Yeah, barely intelligible, but you can hear them. Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild man.
Fuck, there's the third one. How did we miss something like this?
The lieutenant points to the helmeted figure. The third one, he is the most dangerous of them all. Heavily armed. The big one's the mercenary at the gates, the scab leader.
To a firefight, we should take him out first.
Sound strategy. He's the leader.
My
What do we
plan
do?
is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
Can I go? Let's walk away from now.
We have to step in. This is not going to end well if we don't.
We're out of time.
The Mercenary Tribunal.
Alright. Oh, they still let me... Okay, so I can still spend points right now. What are some ideas for what would help? Probably hand-eye coordination. Certainly 1 point at least. Also... visual calculus has never failed me, but can I bear to not have conceptualization maxed by the end of the game? Hard to believe that it would help in the final confrontation, but I believe in him. I believe in him. This is the police.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips. waving his gun at the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backwards. Yeah, not threatening. Maybe that's the point. Maybe it's supposed to be like he's completely not a tough guy at all, but, you know, he's got a gun and he's got armor.
Big fuck!
It's the only word you can make out. Am I wearing the armor? I think I'm wearing the armor, which is good. I can see you're drunk.
Oh yeah, welcome to the fucking party. You're probably gonna get killed too. I don't give a shit if you're cops.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract as you stand there, between these men, all carrying real weapons. No. It's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make him talk. Present an argument. Ooh. Okay, so here's rhetoric, which we can say a lot. I don't know what Downwell is, but I know about it, so that's good. Name, we know his name, good. And that is a difficult hand-eye coordination. Oh no, wait. Do we know his? We know his name is Alice Cole? Do I? No, I don't know what's going on. I'm confused because... Do they? Is that the deal? Okay. Who's that? I didn't know you have a third guy. So, again, talking about these things, while I want to exhaust all of these, it is possible that I will get bonuses or penalties based on, what says in any of these conversations. Okay. Where is Classy? Who the fuck is that? Classy, the woman upstairs? Where is she? She left, the manager calls down from the balcony. I can't believe he's outside. Unarmed, hunched, but keeping it together. What the hell are you doing here? What am I doing? My fucking establishment is under fire. He points to the armed figures. You know how much windows cost? What do you mean she left? She left. Her room's cleaned out right before these assholes showed up. We should have arrested her. His eyes still on the mercenaries. Hey, Bushman! Veins on the man's neck expand as he yells. And he yells that. But I'm not going to say it. Tell him the Hardys didn't do it. Present a case. Alright. The Wild Pines rep does not approve of this. Alright. I don't think this was an option before. Maybe it was. Yeah, it probably was. I can just do this, right? I can make this roll. Alright, good. Alright, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Krenel would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely. Downwell was in the thing. I don't remember anything about Downwell, but I'm going to say it anyway. You were called Downwell once. What happened? What always happens when you get good at your job. That name meant night raids. Fucking extrajudicial funky time. Burned villages. Shit that sounds bad on the radio. The same thing happened when we were called whatever the fuck it was. Probably won't be called Krenel for much longer either. He looks around. Not after this shit. Okay, it's not much. But he's thinking about something else, and his hand is off the gun. This did something. Got him talking. Okay. Point to him. Rude? Rude is the killer. The armored woman smiles a vicious smile. Rude the killer hone clown. He doesn't talk much. The killer? The gunner. He gestures towards himself. The raddest. Points toward the woman. The killer. He points... Oh, no, the gunner. He gestures towards himself. The raddest. He nods toward the woman. The killer. He points to the figure clad entirely in ceramic plate. What do you think he does? There on the rim of Hone Clown's helmet, you count little stick figures. 19, 20, 21. About 50 little stick figures, all of them black, plus 2 little white ones in the end. These men served in Semenine, the native islanders. The 2 little white figures at the end are from when they moved to Revachol. They're recent. Kills black people almost exclusively? Tends to stables. Think you're real tough, huh? This killing is meaningless. I could say that. I could say I'm a killer too. It is true. You're a tit-sucking pig. He staggers forward. I'm going to show you, killer. What are we waiting for? Oh, man. Are we going to talk about him? Talk about the hanged man. No. Of course, nothing bad will happen. Am I in Eden right now? Eden, nothing bad will happen. Talk about his dead friend. He seems stable enough to take it. He doesn't seem stable at all. Even better, it will further destabilizing. Destabilizing, costing time, and maybe even lives. This might be a very bad moment to come up with this, but he's Cordy, right? He's Cordy, right? Go on. I don't want to do anything but say. The man he's mourning was called Ellis Courtenaire. Cordy could be short for Courtenaire. Could they be brothers? Ask him that. What could go wrong? It's a discovery. Yes, this will be good. It will calm him down and won't cost any lives. Lives that could have been otherwise spared. And if not, lives aren't that important anyway, including yours. There are billions of them, being lived. I don't mean to pry, but the hanged man, was he your brother? You don't fucking talk to me about my brother, loincloth. He squeezes the words out from between clamped lips, his hand on the pistol. Okay, yes, immediate failure. Things are worse now. He's observing your every motion carefully. Oh, but this got better. Okay, it was still a discussion. I guess man, it's not a great idea to shoot him though, is it? PogChamp. A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion. Look through the smoke rising from the barrel, or look at Courtenaire? Why would I look through this? I don't get it. I'll do that, it's cooler. The smoke drifts west with the wind. You hear the plaza erupt in violence, slow, like a waterfall in reverse. There is a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbled backward, eyes filling with rage and disbelief, gurgling, muttering something unintelligible. His lips, moving, swollen with fear, are trying to say shoot him, but can't. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. An Ister AR-FA-7, built for taking out light armored vehicles. It will devastate you. Good reaction speed. Why can't I use conceptualization to decide, man, what are bullets anyway? What is being shot in the long run? I guess I'll blink. You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask behind it, his eye in the slit of the helmet, like a camera lens focusing on you. 0.6 seconds remain. There are 6 little black dots in the tip of the thick barrel, like a honeycomb. This is a knock cannon. It shoots 6 rounds in one pull of the trigger. Thank you, conceptualization. I feel better. I feel better knowing that this is absolute destruction. God, you're so frail. Too frail to think further. Time is running out. Where is Kim? From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rudd. He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take you out. In the background, the leader staggers. It's not easy. He has 0.4 seconds to do so. He won't make it. You're on your own. You leap left. That wasn't left. That was right. A swarm of angry lead passes mere millimeters from your side, tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks. I cannot be killed. I have become immortal. The man tilts his head, trying to see through the clearing smoke for the next shot. Watch out! To your left, DePaul is about to take a shot too, at Kim. The lieutenant aims, face pale. Without tremble, he quietly utters, God, please. He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet, an extremely difficult shot. Then, 2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you. Who screamed? Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol at you. Then he squeezes the trigger. That is not going to happen. I am wearing the stuff. I might be okay. The look of vengeance, framed in blood, lips shaking. This is the last thing he'll do on Earth, but he will do it. He is your end. Here it comes. Death. You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark, a distant blur as you recede into it. The Hardy Boys are screaming, fighting, dying. Someone jumps over you. Nearby gunfire shatters glass. Stop! The cop! Protect the cop! He's down! Feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching to your consciousness takes everything you got. What parts of me are missing? Most of what's down there. I don't care. You also feel bone where the bullet went in. Something very sharp, like broken teeth under your fingers. Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them, like a hellish play. Out of it, a silhouette appears, crouching over you. You hear a familiar voice, filled with urgency and fear. You're bleeding out. There's a white shadow that smells like apricots. It's always there. Stay with me! You feel hot, burning hot tears streaming from your eyes. Did I... It's a bad time to not remember specifics of anything that I've done. Please call her Kim. She won't listen to me. Keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake. But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sound's ever more distant, and a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone. When suddenly, you sense something behind him. A slender white shadow, towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands. Scream immediately. Oh, we've got a +1 because he trusts me, and a +2 because he truly trusts me. No, behind you! From your bloody lips, your eyes are full of fear. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion. You hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound stops, like someone pressed stop on the tape. The woman is gone. So is Kim. Then the whole world.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
No! Let me back into the fight.
There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep, and rotting, and being disinfected. And
We might have lived.
smelling of drugs and feeling saliva in his mouth, drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his wounds.
You can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance, a radio of the world, playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Ours turn today. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops. He only gets worse.
Oh, I level up. Life gets hard, but we go on. Oh, that's from the song! My very last thought was conceptualization singing for me. You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple from the pain. Kim. Sunrise Parabellum, the lieutenant says. He's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room with a fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. Ouch. It's not ouch time yet. You just got a Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off. Dramamine. Then it's not that bad. Neither surgical nor organ damage bad, but still under-the-counter bad. What did you say? Sunrise. Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying. My gun, it's engraved on it. It served you well. Is it war today? He looks out the window. The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I'm relieved to say. I think we may have held it off for now. He unzips his bomber jacket. Barely. Good. Yes. We have also completely failed, but that's okay. What happened? What happened? You shot the major in the face. A firefight ensued. Is he dead? Yes. As retaliation, their rifleman tried shooting you. He missed, or you dodged. I dodged. Then I shot and wounded him while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. Glenn did not survive. There's a pause. Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. So do Elaine and the musician, I forget his name. Eugene? Yes, he's still alive too. You were bleeding out by then. I think you said something about your wife, and you warned me. I was able to disarm one of them, DePaul, before she got the jump on me. Thank you. I killed her. The lieutenant takes a cigarette from his coat pocket and lights it. A bitter smell fills the room. And that's what happened. They were all dead? All three of the contractors? He nods. DePaul was the last to die. Everard had their bodies returned to Krenel for a funeral. The company is yet to retaliate. Why? Because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor, in full lockdown, is too costly a target. Or maybe they are simply taking their time and will attack soon. I don't know. How many casualties on the Union side, total? Did you say 3? 4. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, and Angus. The fat one took a lot of bullets. And that's all. I don't see how it could have gone any better. Let's face it, officer. This is both of our fault. Without accusation. Oh. Let's face it, officer. And this is both of our fault, he says calmly, without accusation. It could have gone a little better. 7 people are dead. But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet. And we are still alive, both of us. He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between the two armies. The room, it's clean. Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day. How long have I been out? 2 days. In and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse and drink water. How bad am I hurt? Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. The outer side, thankfully. Okay, so it didn't help that I was wearing the chest armor because he shot me in the leg. The outer side, thankfully, no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and a bacterial infection treated with mercurochrome. Can I walk? We'll see. You won't be able to dance much, that's for sure. You should be able to live with limping around, though. Are you? Oh! I meant to ask if he was okay. Instead, I got up. He's obviously okay. Easy now. The lieutenant turns double again before your eyes, an orange hue of pain. Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to fall over on that thing. How are you? My disco days are done. Your disco days should have been done a while back, Lieutenant Euphrater. What happens now, Cam? I honestly don't know. I don't know either. We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. Joyce has left too, thanks to our meddling. You don't think it was a good idea? I don't know what to think. It might not have been a bad idea. There is a pin somewhere in the machine. Something is keeping Krenel from sending in a death squad. He looks out the window. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her end. Either way, Ruby's gone, and Classy too. We really should have arrested her, you know. Wait, you've checked? She's really... Guard confirms she left 20 minutes prior to the tribunal showing up. Who did it then, Kim? Who killed the hanged man? That was our job to find out, wasn't it? Honestly, I don't know. Our circle of suspects is dead and gone. It's not a circle at all. It's a ruin. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect. His voice is calm, matter-of-factly. The goddamn footprints. Yes. God curse the footprints for not solving the case for us. Au diable. There's still a 28% possibility the shot came from a distance. We should go upstairs. Rethink the ballistics in situ. A light nod through some pain. I agree with this. What else? What about the hole in the wall? Someone was checking her out. I don't know. It's been there for years. Oh, I just know it's day 7 because we were unconscious for 2 whole days. It's Sunday now. The Maybells, Kim. The flowers. This one, remember? Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to keep everything. He's wrong! It is connected. Okay, he concedes. Clearly not meaning it. An antique bullet from a Bell McGrave 4.46mm. How hard can it be to find one? It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one. All completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless. This is because I'm La Putra Madre's peon, isn't it? Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peons. Even if you are, it is not a decisive factor in this case. That makes some sense. You know what I think? You know what I think about solving crimes? Solving crimes is hard. It really is very hard. You're not ready to give up, are you? No. You ready to limp? I'm ready. Good. Where do you want to limp? A gust of wind blows in from the bay. Wait, is that a real thing? I thought they made it up for Danganronpa. Duraluminum? Duraluminium box around you vibrates imperceptibly. A familiar cold. A red thread on the roof upstairs, taut, plucked like a string by the gust. Why not? Another look through the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through? I don't know. I can't think of anything better. This is most unexpected. I thought for sure that the game was going to end with that shootout, right? Everything about it said, this is the climax of your existence. Maybe it is possible to die there and do the credits roll or what? I don't know. Man, that's amazing. So I think rather than walk around, this is like we'll probably stop here and then do some more. Yeah, I'm amazed that it. Man, I really do want to play through this a lot more, many more times. I'm still really unsure whether to do it on stream or not. I'll think about it. I'll be thinking about it. You guys think about it too. That's going to be it for today. We will play some more. Incredible that we'll be playing more of this on Thursday. I was in the back of my head going, okay, and what are we going to play on Thursday now that I'm done with this? And it's not over. We're still trying to crack the case. And possibly, could that shootout have gone even more differently? Like, could we have saved everybody? Like, could nobody have died? Could more people, less people? Who knows? All right. That's... My God, this game. Wow. And to think all of that, like I was saying at the beginning, I'm just going to keep making excuses to keep the stream going. I had this idea that, okay, there's the whole police investigation, there's your past, and there's the weird state of the world with the stuff with the pail and the hole in reality and all the crazy stuff. And I'm like, maybe, like, which one of these is going to turn out to be the point of the game? And they really made it seem like the game was going to end with the end of the police investigation, but it didn't end, and neither did the game. So, God, let's see what Thursday holds. It should be very interesting. So thank you guys, and I will see you on Thursday.